I'm going to take a few minutes to show you how to learn in this class. There are multiple ways that you could proceed in our Math 140 College Algebra class. So first, in our course homepage, you will see a calendar, and this is just a Google Doc that outlines all of our work for the class. And so this gives you a sense of where the assignments are and what would be due. Now the question is, how do we learn the material? For example, looking at the first assignment, this homework 2.1, the first math assignment. How would I learn that? Well, that's going to be in the modules. So you can see in our Canvas course, you have the modules. And when you click on the modules, you have information there, of course. Where you're going to start is Unit 1. And Unit 1 is just to get to getting started. So there's no mathematics here unless before you learn the material for the class, you want to do the optional material. You can pick and choose. This is not for grade. There are assignments here, videos, and things you can read if you want to review anything. So that's optional, as it says here, and this is if you want to look at that before you get started. In Unit 2 is where our assignments begin. So how are you going to learn in the class? There are multiple ways that you could proceed. I would say the first way would be to use the guided lecture notes. So when you click on that, and I'll email that to you also, you'll have that through email PDF, is that you will see that I have lecture notes here. These are the lecture notes that I use for my in-person classes, and they're empty. They're guided. They have kind of the abridged version of the textbook, which I'll show you. But you'll have that, and you'll see an example there. And then it's empty. So where do I get the examples? Well, to get the answers to the examples, I have the solutions printed on another document, so you could refer to those as you are doing notes. And this is where I would say you would do notes. Now, in each of these guided lecture notes, I have videos linked here. So when you click on one of these links here, it will open up, you will see a video related to that content there. But I'm going to go back. But you will see those are active links inside of the guided notes that you would then be able to look at videos related to the material that you're learning here. And then you can look at my notes to complete the example. And you'll go through these guided lecture notes and you will see links to different videos aligned to these examples. Now, these examples come from our textbook. And again, this is what I use in my in-person class. So if someone has the kind of likes the traditional sense, then you would use those guided lecture notes along with my solutions, a link to a Google Doc of my solutions, and you'll see the examples are completed. Example 1, example 2, and so forth. So you will see how that goes, and you can use that to kind of go through the material of the class. That's more the traditional way of going through it. Now, you will see once you start on your work for each of the sections, 2.1, 2.2, right, you will see there's learning objectives. This link here will open up to the textbook, and so you will see the textbook here. The textbook has a lot more detail than my lecture notes, so you may want to read. For those who like to read instead of videos, you may want to read through the content of the book. But you will see the examples here match the guided notes that I've provided. And then, of course, you can see solutions here, but I've written the solutions of my answer. So there's multiple ways to kind of go through those examples before you start your work. And then another way, say some of you just prefer videos, you could just go to the video lessons and you'll see links to different videos related to this section content. And then you could take your own notes from the videos. But these videos are not linked aligned to my lecture notes. My lecture notes go with the textbook. These are just learning videos for you so that you could then start your homework. So when you click on the homework will open up to the system we're using. And then from here you will go ahead and you can just get started. And some of you may just jump right into the homework and just get started on that. And there will be videos inside of here related to the different homework problems you have. And then if you need some help, there's linked videos also related. Videos will open up, as you'll see, but you'll see the problems, and almost every problem has some links to videos to there. So that may be another way, but I do highly suggest that you keep all of your written notes, right, for each problem in a nice organized folder so you can go back and study, review, take notes on those problems through videos, or then you can go back through my lecture notes. But this is where you're going to do your work, right? And that comes from here with the homework assignments inside of the modules. And each of the modules follows that same format. As you'll see, learning objectives, links to the textbook, videos related to what you're learning, and then you start your homework. But here again, the guided lecture notes and the solutions that I've posted to those examples are there too for those who like the traditional way. If you're more like I just want videos, then you could click on the videos and then get through some of those. Some of you just are going to start the homework and go for it. But again, somewhere along the class, you'll see that you'll find what works best for you. And so that's how you're going to learn in the class.